$5 a plate, you hear that? For raised
What have you
chicken.
been up to?
I've been working a lot, actually. Spent time and stuff.
So I'm gonna use this
Doing
opportunity
rentals in our house.
to do
And
some
we're doing it
poems that I
ourselves, so
don't
that's
normally do.
Okay.
Right? Don't normally perform.
It's basically
This
this original
poem,
storytelling.
hopefully I
working on
don't
the house.
forget it,
Nice.
or I can remember it, is one of my first favorite ones that I wrote. All I see are white politicians politicking to bomb religion. The clock is ticking, so no talk, just spitting straight off this written. Remember, this verse is not for children. It's God forbidden. It's far from fiction, so when the laws was written, who made lemonade when God only offered lemons? You see, we was all taught these lessons by his godly presence, and I'm all for blessings, but when I'm on the incense and my mom's is stressing shit, my thoughts are switching. Think about rocks for pitching or Glocks for clicking. Nowadays, a dude can get shot for tripping, get shot for snitching, or often end up lost and missing. Damn. It's nonsense, ain't it? But you see, I gotta get on a mission now. Is my logic twisted, or is we armed with pistols, bombing missiles, robbing strippers, chopping nickels, all cause niggas can't afford the cost of living? Well, from my block to prisons, from my thoughts to writtens, I got a conscious vision of a kid somewhere far and distant whose pops and mama missing, who's probably with them starving children, whose heart is wishing for us to stop and listen. So let's pop the question. Why are we living? Well, you see, for me, it's partly scripture and part submissive. It's my religion, Islam, and it won't stop progressing. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Woo! Gotta give us one more, at least.
Okay. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna use this as to plug something in. If you guys haven't copped the Missing Links debut album, Rest in Peace, Charlie. It's a great compilation of spoken word / hip hop, good vibes and real music. So if you guys are tired of that shit that you hear on Hot 89.9, as I was just mentioning,
I am.
All right, I hope you are, right?
I am.
You know, then cop this album and love it. And take it in. I don't want you to just hear it. I want you to listen to it. And my homie Hype right here has 2 more copies left on him. Right there. The man with the peace sign. Don't know. Price goes up if you guys don't copy right now. All right, so I'm gonna spit one of the 4 poems that are on the album itself. So it's called Black Cloud. You see, I got this black cloud over me. And this shit is just getting too old for me. But hopefully one day my message will flow globally, cause every thought I put it down like dopamine. See, I polish my talent locally. So now when there's a show for me, girls from around the way come to show for me. Even the one that never spoke to me, wanna get close to me. See, they used to notice me with the second look. But now my flow get them shook. I put crack on the page, so when I hit the block, brother, I'm selling books. Petty crook, I'm farther than. Concrete, my flow is harder than. Can't test my raps cause I spit bar exams. Test my limits and I peel off like an orange man. I got shit locked like I'm dressed in orange, man. But to be the richest man, coming from the poorest land, is a good dream for an honest man. And in the world of lies, how is this the promised land? All I see is problems, man. You can see the pain in the man's eye. But you ain't never seen a man cry until he desperate for hope that he can't find. Trying to juggle it all with my hands tied. I know life's a struggle, but I understand why. Thank you very much.
Woo! Yes, bro. Woo!
Nobody's looking, I'm going on stage. So pretend I'm not here. So
It's too late, we saw you.
Did you?
Yes.
So yeah, it's a really good afternoon. I feel lucky to have heard the great stories that have been exchanged all over and really touching, and in a way I feel a bit tiny compared to that. But in a way I'm coming from an other culture. Not only from my accent, but I'm a scientist. Nice. So I'm not writing poetry, I'm mostly writing papers. Scientific papers, so it's not really good to get some... Apparently it's tough to get some dense poetry. And I can tell you that getting some dense scientific article is almost as bad. So, but I've tried to come up with some kind of science poetry piece. So we'll see how it goes, but so that people can follow. There is some sex too, so that you can. Otherwise, people won't listen. So, so that's how you need to sell the thing. So science is sexy and everything. So we'll see how it works. So if you want to start a PhD after that, well, we'll see. So it's called The Smell of Physics in the Morning. True story. I like the smell of physics in the morning, she said while she was scanning the session schedule for the day. I like the smell of physics. And she jumped back in bed to teach me the tricks. Length and scale, just a matter of invariance. Yes, invariance, just zoom in and nose in strings and lever and spirals, nothing, no, nada, not a change, just beds, spots along grids and branches, arc, strings, whales, and strings, arcs, branches in the grids, patterns in the stills of matter, and this is called fractal. Invariance in the scale you can't miss. The crystals of rivers when roads remain straight, and flakes and trees and clouds, all called fractals in books. Invariance in the spread of nature, yes, fractal for nature, because man doesn't dance so thinly in each scale. For lines feel fluid in the stream of wisdom and science. All the smiles of wrinkles smiling one and radiant on a file, or textbooks,
Nice.
or chapters of chaos getting moist, or
Nice,
titled
nice.
equations, annexes, so much science can vibrate on bright lips in the dark. But keep the pace of lecture and next move, yes, next, steps, or previous to the depth. Don't lose me, cause there is no aggregate from magic or God blows. Pull the strings, pull the wool of the suit, and cotton and rubber of atoms, pull, unknit, untie lace and fibers, riven reels and scatter all specks on the screens, grains of dust in the lens, grains of C, of BC, black carbon in the air, cause suit is not born in one move or one kiss. A suit is a kiss, and 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 a kiss in the gas. Collision, friction, yes. Friction, you can't stop. Diffusion in surface. Coalescence, coalescence in essence and itself. And the rings of aromas keep swirling in the flame. Hydro heat of aromas and atoms in polyshapes of layers. Smaller grains you can't feel but can breathe in millions in the air. Crowds of grains in femtomillions that will become nano in the heat of the flame. In the heat of the bed, I lost sense of scales and grains and baits and essence and breaths. But yes, I like the smell of physics in the morning.